Elder Gong, who in your sect would know about Elder Shu's schedule? Zhu Yanshu's schedule? He belonged to the cleaning clothing faction, and only their members knew his schedule. As for the person replacing him, well, Elder Li is temporarily taking over his responsibilities, if I remember correctly. Probably a temporary arrangement until they find a more suitable person. The disciplined Elder Li Yuanxing. Have you found something? I haven't found where Soul Wrecking Bird is hiding, but discovered something unexpected. I must return to Beggar Sect and report this to Sect Leader Zuo. Impressive. I have been here for so many days, but didn't get anything useful. No wonder Sect Leader Zuo sent you. It's nothing, I only discovered it by accident. Anyway, I should get going now. Okay, I won't keep you. Okay. Alright. I'm going to save here. I'm going to save here. We're going to deviate back to the main story briefly here, so that I can do the weapons quest. I have a feeling that I shouldn't do the weapons quest, because if I got affection with Yao Yao, that means there's a possibility that I can recruit her, potentially. But, we won't know until then, but might as well follow through on all these quests. So we'll get the pills and go over there, get the weapons. Try to avoid triggering the quest with Homesick Slice. Master Dao Shuan, I've collected some crude magnets. Oh, show me. Not bad, these crude magnets are top grade. My Wuling pills will be ready in no time. Master Dao Shuan, what about my pill? Here, take them and get out of my way. Finally got the pill. I should hurry up and go to Mingjian Manor. I wonder if Miss Ouyang is alright. Haven't chatted with you in a while. Fighting this guy is not even going to be worth it anymore. I have a better sword. Just take a quick look around, see if anybody else just randomly talks to me about things. Moen is not there. It took me a really long time to figure out what that emote was. I need to go to Gusu City. Some real rot. I have, or plenty of opportunities have, or I should say that a different way. I've considered going for the next set of emotes and like grabbing a bunch of animated emotes and things like that. But I want to make sure that I get all of my ideas for emotes done first. So I have I think I have like somewhere between 3 and 10 animated emote slots or something like that. And I don't have 10 ideas for animated emotes, let alone 10 good ideas for animated emotes. So, I need to figure that out first. And then, I'll probably go back for another round of emotes. Because I have plenty of regular emote ideas, but, I want to bundle everything. Who goes there? Do you have an invitation? I am Yuan Yi of Wudang Sect. I seek an audience with Master Ouyang. Could you please inform him? Oh, an esteemed guest from Wudang. Please wait here. That won't be necessary. Father is receiving visitors at Taiyi Hall. I will take you there. Follow me. All right, thank you, Mr. Ouyang. Wow. I thought you were going to deny me with the quickness. Master Ouyang, I understand your worries, but now Tianlonggang is gone, and all the Outer Lands people have accepted our baptism of the Holy Fire and joined the Church of Zhuanhuo. Why don't you put aside prejudices and take our sect leader's helping hand? With Mingjian Manor's support, the fighting will soon come to an end. Central Plains also stands to benefit, no? Mingjian Manor's century-old reputation is at stake. I need more time to consider your proposal. Of course, our sect leader is willing to offer you a Zhuanhuo secret pill as long as you agree. Father, Mr. Yuan is here to see you. Oh, send him in. Since you have other guests, I won't keep you then. But you gotta know that Master Ouyang, while we are happy to wait, Miss Ouyang may not be able to. Better make a decision soon. So long. Bang Kuohai. Weird, isn't he with Zhuanhuo Cult? What's he doing here? Hello, Mr. Yuan. Alright, greetings, Master Ouyang. Here is a pill I got from Master Dao Shuan. I hope it can be of help to treat Miss Ouyang's wounds. Thank you, Mr. Yuan. But my daughter's wounds cannot be treated by ordinary medicine. Please take it back. What? Even Master Dao Shuan's pill won't work. How badly was Miss Ouyang wounded? I won't hide the truth from you. My daughter was born severely poisoned by goo. All these years, she has been suppressing the toxins with rare medicine in order to stay relatively healthy. She was supposed to be able to live a few more years. But with that all-out palm strike from Cao Yutian, the toxins in her body kicked in ahead of time. I'm afraid she... What? Master Yuan Jue is treating her in Moyi Hall to the east as we speak. We are going to see her now. Please follow us. Takafu. Miss Ouyang. Master Yuan Jue, how is my daughter? I have tried my best. The Wuxian goo in Miss Ouyang's body has been triggered by her wounds and cannot be suppressed any longer. Wuxian goo. The Wuxian sect has seldom entered the Central Plains in recent years. It's unsurprising that you have not heard of it. The goo poison of Nanjiang has always been a mystery. The one Miss Ouyang was poisoned with is the rarest of them all, the Wuxian goo. When it comes into effect, the victim feels as if they are being bitten by 1,000 snakes, suffering a great agony for an eternity. That is immorally cruel. Who would do that to Miss Ouyang? It was Ebzite. What? Ebzite, the last high priestess of Wuxian sect. Isn't that Zhao Tong's mother? No way. That's right. That female cultist did this. She held a grudge against me for prior events. The Wuxian goo was meant for me. That was her way of revenge. In a strange combination of circumstances, my pregnant wife got poisoned by it. She passed away after giving birth to Jue, who was born poisoned by the goo. I was ready to do whatever it takes to get the cure from Ebzite, but news of her death soon followed. The only reason Jue survived back then was due to the detoxifying fire Lingxi I accidentally found in Master Yuan Jue's help. What the? Wuxian goo? Sorry that I failed to protect her. Miss Ouyang only got wounded trying to block that hit right toward me. Don't beat yourself up. Zhuwei knew full well what she was doing. It was her decision to go to the Outer Lands. Besides, if we don't find the Five Immortals Mental Sutras soon, Zhuwei won't have long to live, even if she wasn't wounded. The Five Immortals Mental Sutra. That's right. Legend has it that it has every type of gu of Nanjiang is recorded in the Five Immortals Mental Sutra. If we can get our hands on it, perhaps Zhuwei will be able to survive it after all. About that, Master Ouyang, I happen to have some broken pages of the Five Immortals Mental Sutra, but they contain nothing related to gu. Impossible. The craft of gu is the very essence of Wuxian sect. How could it not be recorded in the Five Immortals Mental Sutra? Let me see. I happen to know a thing or two about gu. Perhaps you would allow me to take a look. No, don't do it. All right. All right, here you go, Master Yuan. Zhuwei? I see. Please put it back. This manual is not the Five Immortals Mental Sutra. What? It's not. That's not possible. Are you sure, Master Yuan Zhuwei? I am, Mr. Yuan. This is an orthodox Taoist method, definitely not from the Nanjiang. How did it come into your possession? Master Jiang gave it to me before he died. Jiang Yinfeng. The Marquis was right. You are indeed the young man from Wutong Village, Marquis of Liushan School. Turns out so many people have already known my relationship with Master Jiang. You don't have to worry about that. There are survivors from the Battle of Wutong Village. If someone wanted to, they could easily find out about your origins. With Jiang Yinfeng's death and you joining Wudang sect, even if people are aware of your relationship, not many would dare to lay a finger on Master Qingshu's disciple for old grievances. I see. I had sent men to Wutong Village in hope of taking the Five Immortals Mental Sutra from Jiang Yinfeng. Now that Jiang Yinfeng is dead, I thought I could still get it from you, but perhaps Zhuwei is destined to suffer. Master Ouyang, is there really not another solution? When Master Jiang cured the toad poison in my body, he tried fighting poison with poison. Perhaps we should have a try. We have considered that possibility, but unlike ordinary gu, the Wuxian gu is made of 5 types of gu that complement one another. The exact formula varies from person to person. Unless we are certain which 5 types of gu were used, we risk getting it wrong and killing Zhuwei. There are countless types of gu in Nanjiang and thousands of formulas. It is a complicated procedure to find the source of the poison. Master Ouyang is right. For the time being, if we can find more rare medicine to suppress the poison, perhaps I could help delay the inevitable for a while. Otherwise, suppress the poison, right. When I just arrived in Wutong Village, the frost venom in my body was taking effect. Master Jiang gave me this jade pendant to suppress the poison. Will this work, Master Yuan Zhuwei? This is the Toxicant pendant. This is made with gu craft and passed down through generations of high priestesses of Wuxian sect. It can be used to suppress poison. With it, I am certain I can suppress the gu poison. Great, Miss Ouyang can be saved. In that case, please use it to help my daughter, Master Yuan Zhuwei. Master Yuan Zhuwei, how is she? She is fine for now. But this method only treats the symptoms and not the root cause. In a few months to a year, it will come back. We still have to find the real cure to the gu soon. I see. Thank you, Master Yuan Zhuwei. Jian Ying, take Master Yuan Zhuwei to his room. Yes, Father. Master Yuan Zhuwei, please follow me. A year. What am I going to do? Is the Zhuanhuo secret pill my last and only hope? The Zhuanhuo secret pill? Master Ouyang, there's one thing I don't quite understand. I know the Zhuanhuo secret pill is great, but it's not meant to be used as a cure to gu. Instead of betting everything on it, why not go to Wuxian sect and ask them for the cure? I have considered that, but Wuxian sect has never been friendly with the Central Plain sects. Moreover, Thom Leaf, their current leader, is Ebzite's younger sister. It was Ebzite who poisoned my daughter with the gu. Thom Leaf has no reason to save my daughter. Over the years, I've sent man after man to Nanjiang. offering rare weapons, manuals, and gold, but Thom Leaf has never agreed to see me. I see. Don't worry too much, Mr. Yuyan. With the Toxicant Pendant suppressing the goo, Jue will be fine for now. We may as well use this borrowed time and look for other methods to cure the goo. If we don't manage to find anything, and it's late already, why don't you stay the night in our guest room and return tomorrow? Okay, thank you, Master Ouyang. I need some water. Game has more reading than Trails games. Someone's probably going to accost me in the middle of the night. Bang, sorry. I apologize for giving the Toxicant Pendant to Miss Ouyang without consulting you first. It's okay, her life was at stake, I understand. Plus, Her Holiness never mentioned it. I only just found out she gave you this token. I'm relieved you're not upset with me. Miss Ouyang needs that pendant right now, but I promised to help her cure Wuxian Gu and return the pendant to you. Sure, I trust you. But Yi, are you not going to ask me about the cure for it? It was planted by the former high priest, and sect leader Thom has consistently denied help to Master Ouyang. You're a Wuxian sect disciple. I wouldn't want to complicate things for you. No wonder Yi kept my identity secret. You didn't want to cause me trouble. You've helped me a lot, and you're close to Her Holiness. I must be honest with you. I want to help. It's just that the Wuxian Gu records are in the Five Immortals Mental Sutra, accessible only to the High Priestess. But she's missing. Thank you for letting me know. I'll find another way. By the way, does that mean you can't recognize this manual fragment either? I can't. The sutra is kept in our sect's forbidden grounds, and Ebzite shouldn't have copied it. I think that monk was telling the truth. If this isn't the sutra, then... very nice that we got that. Extra dialogue for her, because I was wondering if we were gonna, if she was gonna play a role, and they've done a pretty decent job of making sure that if you have party members, they'll speak up, after the story scenes. Mr. Yuan, my master would like to see you. Master Yuan Jue. Okay, I'll be there in a second. It's quite late. What does he want with me? Perhaps it's about the Five Immortals Mental Sutra. Yeah. Master Yuan Jue. Hello, Mr. Yuan. Your abilities are quite extraordinary for someone your age. You managed to defeat all the promising disciples from various sects, and won first place in the Sword Appreciation Assembly. Moreover, you were able to keep calm, acted with restraint, and took into account the whole picture in resolving the Zhonggu Pass incident, and slaying the evil villains at Mount Windless, bringing their leader to justice. I very much admire you. Thank you for your kind words, Master Yuan Jue. What is it that I may be of help with? You prefer to get straight to the point. Very well. Do you know what martial art ability is recorded in that so-called Five Immortals Mental Sutra of yours? Master Jiang said it belonged to his late wife when he gave it to me. I'd always thought it was the Five Immortals Mental Sutra. High Priestess Ebzite of Wuxian sect. That's why she was determined to follow Mr. Jiang to Shaolin all those years ago. What a shame. What? Why? The manual in your possession is no other than the wind and cloud method. Aw, snaps. What? The Wind and Cloud method? But it says Five Immortals Mental Sutra on the cover. How could it be the Wind and Cloud method? Perhaps Ebzite did it on purpose to avoid trouble. Five Immortals Mental Sutra I've been practicing for so long is actually the Wind and Cloud method. You know, I actually wasn't expecting that. That's kind of crazy. Everybody's been looking for it. Master, could you please tell me what kind of martial art ability is the Wind and Cloud method exactly? Why do so many people want it? Did Master Qing Shu never mention it to you? Mr. Yuan, have you ever heard of Tian Shan sect? Tian Shan sect. I think I've heard people mention it before. Something about a great Xia named Fulongxi of Tian Shan sect. The Wind and Cloud method is his unique ability, right? That's right. 20 years ago, a young man of amazing talents came out of Tian Shan sect. Having just entered Jianghu, the young man challenged the 7 great sects one by one. Former sect leader Yu Hua of Wudang sect, sect leader Hong Fei of Beggar sect, and myself. All the established Xia from the great sects lost to him. The only other thing that gained as much fame in Jianghu as Fulongxi did that year was the astonishing Wind and Cloud method he practiced. Really impressive. Does that make Fulongxi the best Xia in the world? His martial art abilities were indeed out of this world, but Tian Jue, the venerable leader of the evil Tianji Palace, was also powerful. No one could tell for certain who was the better of the two. At that time, that evil sect ran rampant. After several great battles, both sides had suffered heavy losses. In a bid to end the ongoing war, the two sides agreed to each send one man for a duel to end all duels. However, neither of us was confident enough to face Tianjue. In the end, I put aside my pride and asked Fulongxi to fight for the world and all its people. Did he win? Fulongxi was indeed the better fighter and slew Tianjue. But before Tianjue met his demise, he knocked Fulongxi down the lofty cliff at the top of Mount Tianshan when the latter let down his guard. What the? What about Tianshan sect? Did no one inherit the Wind and Cloud method after Fulongxi passed? How come Tianshan sect let such a valuable method go to an outsider? It's a pity. Tianshan sect was located in the freezing Mount Tiansan in the Outer Lands. They had few disciples and seldom interacted with outsider. Were it not for Fulongxi, not many would have noticed their existence. It said, "For common folk, no fault is found, but envy brews when one's talents abound." No one could replace Fulongxi after his death, and Villain Valley seized the opportunity to attack in a bid to seize the Wind and Cloud method. When we received news of it, we went straight to Mount Tianshan, but we were too late. I guess I'll keep asking. But how did the Wind and Cloud method end up in Ebzite and Master Jiang's hands? And why would Master Jiang give it to me? This is Wudang's internal affair. I'm in no position to discuss it. The reason I asked to see you and told you this story tonight is that I do not wish to see history repeat itself. I need to atone for my sins. You had the whole picture in mind. There was no way you could have expected what was to happen. Remember, Mr. Yuan, you must keep the Wind and Cloud method safe. No one else may know of this. Otherwise, there will be more bloodbaths in Jianghu. I see. Thanks for the reminder, Master Yuan Jue. There is another thing I wanted to talk to you about regarding the Wind and Cloud method. I am sure you have noticed that it's not the complete cultivation method, only part of it. Yes, I have. This is all I got when it was given to me. While the formulas are relatively short, they contain a lot of information. I always felt that I was just memorizing them, learning only the superficial. Although this cultivation method is dissimilar to that of Shaolin's, all martial arts aspire for the same ultimate goal. If you don't mind, perhaps I could try to explain it to you. That'd be great. Thank you, Master Yuan Jue. Very well. Let's start with the breathing exercises. Alrighty. I get it now. Your analysis has helped me understand the profound principles of the formulas. I'm fortunate to have you guide me. You're a fast learner. All I did was give you some pointers and you were able to get the deeper meaning. It's a rare thing. With great power comes great responsibility. You suckafoo. The more powerful you become, the more difficult the challenges you will eventually have to face. In the future, whenever you have to make a decision, I hope you can stay true to your heart. Thank you, Master Yuan Jue. I didn't expect this. The Five Immortals Mental Sutra I've been practicing is actually the Wind and Cloud method. Did Master Jiang know this, or was he also lied to? And Master Hong, I always thought he had taught me the Five Immortals Mental Sutra. That was the Wind and Cloud method as well. Cao Yutian and the Masked Man. Now that I think about it, recent events have been largely connected to this legendary martial art. I acquired it by sheer chance, but didn't realize its significance until now. Many people have noticed me using it, or must have noticed me using it, even the Bureau guards, but there's no turning back now. If only I were stronger, maybe Miss Ouyang wouldn't have. Was Master Jiang right? Even with immense martial skills, am I still unable to protect everyone? Can't sleep now. A stroll might help clear my mind. So that makes so much sense why everybody's coming after Yuan Yi like that. And like noticing, like, hold on a second, he's using techniques that, like, what is going on here? The music, it's Miss Ouyang. Wise words? They are wise words. Miss Ouyang, Mr. Yuan. Miss Ouyang, have you recovered already? You've just woken up. You can't be out in the cold. I'll fetch a cloak for you. Actually, perhaps I should take you back to your chamber. Mr. Yuan. Don't worry, I'm much better now. Now that we meet each other here tonight, could you stay and talk with me? There's something I want to tell you before it's too late. Don't say that. I will find a way. You'll be fine. Mr. Yuan, you don't have to feel guilty for what happened. Because of the goo, I've always had issues with my health. While my father and brother care about me deeply, Mingjian Manor remains their unavoidable responsibility. I rarely go out lest they worry about me. Playing the guqin is my sole daily activity. All these years, I've merely been alive, never truly living. Looking back, the few happy memories I've had were spent with you. With me. Indeed. I had to beg my father for a long time before he gave me permission to go out to the outer lands with you. It wasn't for the greater good or anything of that sort. I just wanted to accompany you home before my conditions worsened. Therefore, I have no regret blocking that hit for you. Mayflies live a life of ephemerality, short yet fruitful. Isn't that a nice way to go? What are you talking about? There's nothing more important than staying alive. Whatever happens, we will find a way to cure you. Worst case scenario, we'll go to Wuxian sect. Mr. Yuan. Remember the first time we met in the pavilion? We talked while I was playing the guqin. Sure, I'd love to hear it. The tune is still not complete, but I'm so glad that it introduced me to you. Me too. Please rest assured, although I do not get to decide my fate, I will not give up as long as there is still a chance. If it is possible, I very much would like to accompany you to more places and explore the world. Okay, we have a deal then. Once you have fully recovered, we will travel the world and visit more places. You're up already, good. We received a letter from Wu Dang, it's probably for you. Thanks, Mr. Ouyang. It's a letter from Shifu. Why, Yuan Ming? What happened? My Shifu said that my fellow disciple Yuan Ming could be working with Villain Valley. He also wounded multiple Wu Dang disciples sent to arrest him. Master Qing Xiao is furious and has sent Mochi and a lot of elite disciples to hunt him down. But Yuan Ming has always hated the evil sects with a passion. Why would he be in cahoots with Villain Valley? I happen to know a thing or two about what you're talking about. Remember when you were heading to Zhonggu Pass and someone tried to snatch the Zhanlu sword from you? Of course I do. It was Villain Valley who let word out. You ever considered this? It was a secret mission and few knew the details. How did Villain Valley get a hold of your whereabouts? You mean, no one knew who the traitor was. Mingjian Manor cooperated with Wu Dang to investigate the matter. In the end, a secret token of correspondence of Villain Valley was found in Yuan Ming's chamber. Unfortunately, by then, he had already heard word of the investigation and escaped before we could get to him. At the time, all the sects were preparing to go to Li City and had no time to deal with him. I would imagine that now the situation in the Outer Lands is under control, Wu Dang was planning to eliminate the traitor, which consequently led to the incident. I see. Thanks for filling me in on everything, Mr. Ouyang. What are your plans? Shifu says that Wei Yuan Security Guard Agency has information on Yuan Ming. I am going there to have a look. It's not far from here. WSGA is located to the west of Gusu City. Leave Mingjian Manor by boat, exit from Gusu, head west, and you'll get there. Thanks, Mr. Ouyang. I should get to it now. When this is done, I will further discuss with my Shifu about the goo Miss Ouyang is poisoned with. He's a knowledgeable man. Maybe he can think of something. Sounds good. I look forward to hearing from you. Then, goodbye. Goodbye. He's being very nice to me, which is a little weird. We need to talk to Homeboy Slice. Mingjian Manor's generations of work cannot. Aren't you the guy? Wang Jiangong. It's not that old man down there, was it? He was. The guy who can slap people with one 20 years ago or something? Oh. What brought you here, Miss Yuan? Elder Wu of Beggar Sect intends to purchase a batch of equipment from Mingjian Manor, but they're having financial issues, so he sent me here to ask a favor. He would like to pay half the fee first and make up for the rest after defeating Soul Wrecking Bird. I see. I've heard about their problem with Soul Wrecking Bird. Since you're entrusted by Elder Wu, well... Alright, I'll allow it. Please return to Beggar Sect in Tencheng City and inform Elder Wu that we will send this batch to them as soon as possible. Thank you, Elder Ouyang. I will tell him the good news. That was easy. Before I go, let me see if I can recruit Homeshik Slice. I am here. Betty seems to have something on her mind. Where is she? Pretty sure I did not see her in here. Not my party, right? Not. Oh, there's a couple of things that could happen. She could show up at the port, or they just don't want me to recruit her right now, or talk to her. Them being the game. Now we need to go to... Are you kidding me? I don't have the Tencheng City one? This is insane. I feel like I definitely spoke to this guy. Just triple check. Return to Wu Tianliu. Guo Jinglong. But Ouyang Jiangong wouldn't have agreed so quickly if it weren't for you. Thank you so much, Mr. Yuan. You're welcome, Elder Wu. Li Yuanxing doesn't care for such things, and no one is here to share the duties with me since Elder Jia was assassinated. I wouldn't have asked for your help if I had any choice. Here's a little something to express my gratitude. Please accept it. You're too kind, Elder Wu. Thank you. Not kind enough. It's about that traitor, Yan Weihuan. I knew that Double Crosser was up to no good. Double Crosser? Well, you already know there are the clean and dirty clothing factions, corresponding to the 2 ways to join Beggar's Sect. There are simply too many beggars, and taking them all under our wings is impossible. So whoever wants to join Beggar's Sect needs someone on the inside to introduce them. And new members will automatically join the faction of their referrer. Our discipline elder, Yi Yuanxing, introduced Yan Weihuan. This lad soon became a trusted member of the clean clothing faction for his talent and wisdom. But Zuo Jianglong of the dirty clothing faction taught Yan Weihuan a technique, the dragon subduing palm, and had his sister Zuo Jiangyan marry him. Then this lad just switched to a dirty clothing faction. What will you call a person like this if not a double crosser? I see. The battle date, Soul Wrecking Bird set, is approaching. I should go and make some preparations. Alright, I look forward to fighting alongside you when the day comes. Very, very interesting. Found anything, Mr. Yuan? Sorry, I wasn't able to find Soul Wrecking Bird. It was a wild goose chase anyway, don't beat yourself up. But I did make an unexpected discovery. Yuan Yi tells Zuo Jianglong about Zhu Yanshu and what he did to Tiangming Village. Those clean clothing faction rats. I I shouldn't have meddled with the beggar sect affairs, but the Tianming villagers entrusted me to tell you this. Don't worry, these rats are ruining our reputation, and I'll never allow it. I promise that the Tianming villagers will get their justice. Glad to hear that. Since Zhu Yanshu's case is closed, I should take my leave. Okay, thank you for what you have done for us. Here's something to express our gratitude. Please accept it. Thank you, Sect Leader Zuo. What's with these ghetto rewards, man? The murder of Tencheng City happened because of Peng Tianxiang, but why are Soul Wrecking Bird and Yan Weihuan back when he's already dead? And it's like they want to announce their arrival to the world. If Soul Wrecking Bird was the victim in this case, and Shu Yanshu, Taoist Qingmu, and others were the dregs who deserved death. Now I think about it, Soul Wrecking Bird didn't really hurt any beggar sect members that day in Tencheng City. That day in Tencheng City? Right, that was not the only thing suspicious about what happened that day. Soul Wrecking Bird's puppets look no different than living people at a glance. But because of the stage she set up, Beggar Sect secured Tencheng City. With Beggar Sect members guarding every corner of the city, there's no way Soul Wrecking Bird could have brought in her puppets without anyone noticing, no matter how lifelike they are. In that case, there's only one way to send the puppets in without alerting Beggar Sect. Considering Shu Yanshu's assassination case and how Jun Yaoyao escaped from Tencheng City, a Beggar Sect member must be working with them. I saw a lot of Beggar Sect seniors during the stage battle, but a person who should have been there was missing. It's only a temporary arrangement, but this person also took over Tianming village after the death of Shu Yanshu. Discipline Elder Yi Yuanxing. If anyone in Beggar Sect is working with Soul Wrecking Bird and Yan Weihuan, it can only be you. See, my friend has been playing an intricate game in Tencheng City. Do you know what Li Yuanxing is trying to do, Mr. Lang? I think Li Yuanxing and Soul Wrecking Bird have information we can't get our hands on, but there's no doubt he's working with her. Only Li Yuanxing is capable of this in Beggar Sect. Oh, man. Here we go. You want to stay in Beggar Sect for a few days, Mr. Yuan? Would you like me to lead you to your room? Thank you, Elder Li, but that's not necessary. I would like to ask you a few questions, though. What would you like to know? You mentioned Yan Weihuan betrayed Beggar Sect as its training elder. How exactly did he betray the sect? Why are you suddenly interested in this? Soul Wrecking Bird and Yan Weihuan will come for a battle with us soon, and I'd like to know more about them. I see. It's not a secret in Beggar Sect. Since you're interested, let me tell you the story. A few years ago, one night, Yan Weihuan sneaked into the lobby of our headquarters and tried to assassinate sect leader Zuo, who happened to be away. Only the sect leader's younger sister, Zuo Jingyan, was there. Yan Weihuan couldn't tell who it really was in the dark and accidentally killed Zuo Jiangyan. How did you know it was him? Our bowl-holding master, Jia Chengyuan, was responsible for guarding the headquarters that night. He saw everything Yan Weihuan did and exposed him. But Yan Weihuan killed him as well in retaliation a few days later. Zuo Jiangyan was going to marry Yan Weihuan, but died at his hands, a real tragedy. As the training elder in Beggar Sect, doesn't Yan Weihuan's assassination of the sect leader seem too rash? Or is there more to the story? Oh, what do you think? Is it possible that he was framed? He could have returned to Tencheng City with Soul Wrecking Bird to clear his name, and maybe there's someone on the inside with the same opinion helping him. Why keep silent? So you admit it, Elder Li. I admire your wisdom, Mr. Yuan, but this isn't a good place to talk. How about I treat you to a feast at the inn in Tencheng City? If you insist. Snapadaps. Where's the inn? Over here? Oh, I even get him to show up as well. Long time no see, Elder Lee. I haven't thanked you for your help in Mount Liangu. Honestly, I was hoping not to see you here at this moment, old friend. Don't get this the wrong way, Elder Lee. He would go to you even if I was not with him. Mr. Yuan isn't a part of this, and I can see it from a different angle. Not surprised he sensed something. So that's why Beggar Sect sent out invitations to gather other sects in Tencheng City, isn't it? It's also part of your plan. It's also why I didn't want to see you here. Anyway, let's get back to the point. I would like to know what you two think of this case, and how I should see you is writing on it, so please be frank with me. Mr. Yuan's view is that of mine, so please tell Yuan Xing what you think, Mr. Yuan. My views on the case. Well, I wish for Miss Jun and Mr. Yan to get their justice, but I would also hate to see the Upright Beggar Sect suffer great damages because of this. The Upright Beggar Sect? You still think we're an upright sect after all we've been through. Beggar Sect does have many internal problems, but you also help to fight against the Yuan army at Zhonggu Pass every year and is a strong force against evil sects. A few temporary issues can't erase the good deeds Beggar Sect has done over hundreds of years. Perhaps Miss Jun and Mr. Yan's grievances are only caused by a few scums like Peng Tianxiang and Zhu Yanshu. Well, your answer is quite a surprise. Or I should say I'm starting to see why Wu Qing travels with you after leaving Liu Shan School. However, there's no need to worry, Mr. Yuan. There will be no more casualties on either side in this war. What does that mean? Go to the top of Mount Green Turnip if you're still interested. We'll tell you everything that happened in Tencheng City. I should get going now. The drinks have been paid for, so just enjoy yourselves here. Mount Green Turnip. Looks like my friend is planning something big. Have you figured out something from what he said, Mr. Lang? We found this whole thing strange because Jun Yao Yao and Yan Weihuan's battle invitation grabbed our attention, which was what Yuan Xing wanted. Let's go. We'll know everything when we get to Mount Green Turnip. Dun dun dun. I've been expecting you, Mr. Yuan. You're the only one here. Yan Weihuan and Soul Wrecking Bird will be here soon. I just came a bit earlier to wait for you. So you finally admit you're working with them, Elder Lee. May I ask, since when? Since the very beginning. As you have seen, we have come for revenge, but Beggar Sect isn't our target. It isn't, then who is your target? Please allow me to explain. Many years ago, several major cases happened in Tencheng. The most shocking among them was the sensational murder of Tencheng City, which even alarmed Liu Shan School back then. And the second most shocking was that Yan Weihuan, the Beggar Sect training elder, attempted to assassinate sect leader Zuo, but accidentally killed his sister, Zuo Jiangyan. But besides these two, there was one more thing that many people overlooked. One more thing? You mean the death of Jia Chengyuan, the Beggar Sect bull-holding master? Exactly. You're indeed smart, Mr. Yuan. The truth aside, if Yan Weihuan was framed for assassinating sect leader Zuo, who do you think killed Jia Chengyuan? I did miss that. Whether or not he assassinated Zuo Jianglong, it was unlikely he had the chance to kill Jia Chengyuan while fleeing to Villain Valley with the entire beggar sect on his tail. It would raise many questions if Yan Weihuan didn't assassinate Jia Chengyuan. That's right. It's also worth mentioning that on the night of the assassination, Jia Chengyuan was the one who testified against Weihuan outside the lobby of our headquarters. Jia Chengyuan testified against Yan Weihuan, but was killed soon after. Was the real culprit trying to silence him? Yuan Xing, let me tell Mr. Yuan what exactly happened that night. Although he's standing far away, I can still hear every single word clearly. His internal energy is quite strong. So the man I saw in Brambleshade Forest was indeed Yan Weihuan. Sorry we kept you waiting. Now that they are here, let's go over and let Yan Weihuan tell you the story. Greetings, I am Yuan Yi from Wudang. Hello, Mr. Yuan. We met once in Nanjiang. Never thought I'd see you here again. Only once in Nanjiang, someone wearing a conical hat fought with me in Tencheng City. Was that also you? Don't blame me. It was Yuan Xing's idea to stop you. Hey, that was quick of you to pass the buck. It's okay, I'm not blaming anyone. It's a pity, though, that you were trying to hide your identity, and we didn't have a good fight. I'd like to see the dragon subduing palm for real if we ever get the chance. I'm sure you'll get the chance, but for now we have to get back to the point. What I'm about to reveal to you is part of our plan, and frankly speaking, we'll get a better chance if you're willing to help. But you will be in trouble if it fails. So please take some time to consider, Mr. Yuan. You can ask Yao Yao and Weihuan about what happened in the past before making a decision. And if you decide to take part in our plan, please let me know. Oh, they have the symbol. And he has the invite. You're a fist user, though. Can a brother get more hidden weapon users, please? Please. Please. He doesn't have the palm move, just tangled grappling, which I've already gotten. Actually, if he knows it, I think it was Soaring Dragon that they were talking about. .1 fist weapon mastery. Costs 860 mana. Ooh, but the max gives fist weapon mastery 25 and 10 strength. That's nice. This is a very interesting move. 1, it's a ranged attack. 2, it increases evasion and move, has a 4-turn cooldown, and the more you use it, the more expensive it gets and the stronger it gets. Very, very weird. Dragonish Palm Strike. Dragon Grappling. That's a cultivation? Right? Yao Yao? Hey, hidden weapon user. What is this you have? Raining Needles. Oh, that's what Homeboy Slice has. Okay. Other abilities do you have? Necrotoxin. When killing a target with this move, deal 300 true damage and 2 to 3 stacks of poison to targets within 4 grids around them. Whoa. Oh. There's Quietus Devilry. Each stack decreases the target's defense by 5%, removes 1 HP or 1% HP each turn, consumes all stacks with 6 stacks of the target to deal 600 additional damage. Units within 4 grids of the whatchamacallit. Enfeeble makes them lose, or makes them take more damage. If MP is more than 50% after composing, launches Crow Swarm once on targets who are affected by Withering effect, dealing extra damage. Interesting. Very, very interesting. This is max MP by 1,000. Every 100 points of max MP increases damage of this move by 1%. Every target hit by this move restores 25% chi to the user's next turn. Every turn recovers 5% MP and reduce MP of enemy targets within range. Or MP of, enemy targets within range by 5%. Holy freaking cow. This costs 0 MP to use? What the heck? This is insane. I need this. Star Absorption Force. All right. Well, we're going to learn more about this on Monday, because we're going to call it quits here for today. But I have to tell you, I'm heavily leaning towards helping them out. But we'll see how the story goes. I highly doubt that if I do this quest that I'll be able to recruit Yao Yao like immediately. I'll probably have to wait until I go to Villain Valley to accomplish that. Oh, somebody already has some rot emotes. Nice. But anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll be back Monday, 7 a.m. Pacific time to continue with some more Wandering Sword. I keep forgetting to do this on stream, but I do it after the stream. But I have some points to assign. Let me just do that real quick. Right, and that's all the points for today. New encounter report on Sunday, in case anybody cares. And I don't think I have anything else. So I'm gonna go give me some tacos and enjoy my weekend. And hope everybody else enjoys their weekend. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. I'm running out of other things to say. Hope everybody spends a lot of money this weekend that they have available to spend for things that they want. And with that, see ya the next time I see you. Peace.